Evolution 1079 News.
I'm Folake Adesugba'S and you're listening to Evolution 1079 News. While debit card payments can be made at certain places, it is yet to become a 100% reliable service. The POS system still faces technical problems from time to time. People continue to catch ray species that scientists don't even know exist. Some, like the manta, are targeted because of their gills, while others, like the cow nose, are killed simply because of misconceptions. Others are still caught as bycatch in fisheries, which all lead to overfishing. As people leave the Discover Rays exhibit, the hope is that they'll learn to appreciate the stingrays and learn the need to conserve them. Folake Adesugba'S in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. The Surrey Community Cat Coalition values the lives of cats. They see to their health and safety, make sure they're taken care of, and have access to food, water, shelter, and medical treatments. Folake Adesugba'S in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. The coordinators of the event make sure that the paintings they bring in are visually interesting, but simple enough that even students new to paintings can do it. At the end of the evening, they get to drink up the rest of their wine and take home their Monet-inspired landscape painting. Folake Adesugba'S in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine. Joshua Jonathan is a veteran rice farmer in Nasarawa State. He belongs to the aging rank of farmers who produce most of the food in Nigeria through subsistence farming.
Agriculture generally, I have been on it. I was born on it, and I think I'm on it up to now.
It has been a tough life for Joshua, as the back-breaking farm work on his 2 hectares of farmland produces little yield that can barely sustain his family. However, this season, the situation may just be changing for Joshua and his fellow farmers.
Rice is in number 3 crops in Nasarawa State. Apart from yam and maize, rice is number 3 for now. And if you look at what is happening now, we have about 6 local governments that it is vastly rice production area. Nasarawa, to say, in total, is a rice production state.
Nigeria's decision to cut down on food imports, especially rice, is forcing everyone to look inwards. The result is that the rice produced in this community has suddenly become very attractive and prices are looking up. Up to 631,000 metric tons of rice comes from Nasarawa based on 2015 statistics on 138,000 hectares of land in the state. Any rice being planted right now will be cultivated in February. Joshua and a few other farmers now operate under a farming guild led by him. His experience as an extension worker has come in quite handy in teaching the farmers new methods of farming that is now substantially increasing their yield.
Honestly, we are smiling because somebody who has not gotten 1,000 naira, 10,000 naira or 100,000 naira cash in his hand before. If you have 40, 50 bags of rice now, you are talking of $1 million. You are already a millionaire. So why not? Well, the civil servants are crying, we farmers were laughing. I think because we are really making it from rice farming.
The Nasarawa state government has played a pivotal role in this transformative story. The State Commissioner for Agriculture says they are providing new seeds, farming technology, and other inputs.
Importantly, the extension staff are empowered in terms of the new technology being invented. And more importantly, there are a lot of discoveries by our research institutes which we are keen into the use of most of their discoveries. And most of our staff that are into agriculture properly, we are also collaborating with them to ensure that our teaming farmers at the localities.
Getting adequate supply of fertilizer still remains a challenge, and farmers like Joshua believe government can do a lot more.
You will be talking about 9 billion naira coming from only rice farmers in Nasarawa State. If we can give attention to that, a lot of people will be out of poverty. So I will want to see government coming in terms of provision of input, give attention of small soft loan to farmers.
Nonetheless, the fortunes of these farmers may just be turning around with what is being referred to as a rice revolution in Nigeria. Experts believe that if the current momentum is sustained, Nigeria may be able to meet her yearly demand of 6 million metric tons of rice, much of which is currently imported. That will mean a lot for the income levels of Joshua and his colleagues and the economic circumstances of the country overall. Folake Adesugba'S in Nasarawa for NTA News. For the first time ever, the Van Dusen Garden is bringing their woods to life for Halloween. Up to 1,000 illuminated and glowing pumpkins are on display through the shadowy pathways of the woodland gardens. Spellbinding lights, gaulish music, and live carving demos by award-winning carvers Clive Cooper and Bruce Wogg are all part of the event.
There's dozens and dozens of varieties of pumpkins. It's just like the same with apples. There's Atlantic Giants, Big Macs, your garden variety jack-o'-lanterns. They all have a different name. There's wolf pumpkins with the big stems. There's like dozens and dozens of them, like pie pumpkins, the small little pie pumpkins.
We wanted to bring a different element to Halloween for the public and do something that's family friendly and something that everyone can enjoy and really appreciate. So we thought that a pumpkin walk outside in our beautiful garden, as well as providing activities for an indoor aspect as well, would be a great idea for locals and for visitors.
Families had the chance to enjoy creating fun Halloween crafts indoors and then head back outside to pick up their very own pumpkin before heading home. They're hoping to make this a new tradition for the people of Vancouver. And as for what happens with the remaining pumpkins after Halloween, they are taken back to the farm to be seeded for next Halloween. Folake Adesugba'S in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. Hello, I'm Folake Adesugba'S and welcome to this special edition of BCIT Magazine. For this episode, we'll look at documentaries created by the television and video production students. The first documentary you're about to see is called Bad Guys Doing Good. Bad Guys Doing Good is a documentary showcasing the 501st Legion, a Star Wars fan group through the local Outer Rim garrison. It tells the story of how they came to be, what they do, and what they will continue to do as they celebrate their 20th anniversary. We will follow a few members, also known as Legionnaires, their experience working at events and what drove them to volunteer in a galaxy far, far away. Thank you for watching this special edition of BCIT Magazine. This wraps our show today. I'm Folake Adesugba'S and I leave you now with footage from Bad Guys Doing Good. Good afternoon and welcome to For the Record. I'm Folake Adesugba'S and my guest today is BC Lions wide receiver Marco Ioannidis, and we're going to be discussing his re-sign with the BC Lions as well as the upcoming CFL season. Welcome to For the Record, Marco.
Thanks for having me.
Now, to start off, congratulations on your re-sign with the Lions.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a big day for my family and I. We've been out here for 6 years and fortunate enough to play my whole career here and to sign this last 2-year contract to stay here in our hometown now that we call hometown. It was really special for us.
And now, just after the re-sign, Coach Bono said you're an important and underrated part of the team's offense that they can count on to give consistent performances. He also adds that your ability to contribute on offense and on special teams makes the signing a very important one for the club. How does it feel to hear those words?
Well, I wish I had heard those exact words when we were doing our negotiating back and forth. It was a tough negotiation. Wasn't always pats on the back.
You've been listening to For the Record on Evolution 107.9. My guest has been BC Lions wide receiver Marco Ioannidis, and we were discussing the upcoming season. Thank you for joining us today on For the Record, Marco.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.